Hello again. So we're going to light it now from our stack that we built earlier on. So I just use a little bit of kindling, like a match, and then got the firelighters in there. Chimney's wide open, and we yeah, just check for air jugs and all that stuff like you used to hear on Blue Peter, and off we go. So I'll let you see it get going and then come back as we go on a bit. And it's just started raining, which is perfect. Whenever you're cooking with fire outside, it's always worth having a fire extinguisher or a garden hose handy, just in case things do go wrong. And always be careful of hot surfaces and radiated heat at the front, close to garden furniture and the house, anything that might be flammable, garden fences, etc. Safety first, kids. So there we go, it's just going, just got the firelighters going. Like I said, chimney open, and just let it go from there really. And the thing about not having it not too near the front, just, you know, it just means that if it falls forward a bit, you've got a bit more time to deal with it. But I'll let that go now, door off, and let that really get going. Lovely. That's about 5 minutes. So once he's going, it's burning quite clean now. You can use a builder's kind of blowtorch to get it going quicker, and I've seen people do that, but I just stick with the firelighters and patient neighbours. But it's yeah, 5 minutes, and the gauge has not started moving yet on these on these Fire King ovens. That's really only a guide. I mean, I have had it right up to 500-600 degrees, but you need the fire, sort of the side where the thermometer, where the gauge is. I don't know if you can actually see it. There we go. And it is really just a guide. You really need to get yourself a laser thermometer, which I will use in a bit, pointing at the floor. Just keep checking the floor temperature, but you get used to what looks good and what's hot. So that's just over 10 minutes now, and I've not even put another log on since I started it, since that initial raft. So I'm going to cook tonight on the right, so I'm going to put the fire over to the left. But so at the minute I'm not moving it yet, but just going to put one more log on the right, so the fire starts to burn a bit more on that side, so it's heating the floor. So I should have put one on there using welder's gauntlets. Make sure you've got some of these, otherwise you're going to get burnt. And I'll probably put that's hot, just a decent sized piece on there, like that. Maybe put another. Another one on as well. And then what I'll do now as well is going to put the door in, just to start letting the heat build up a bit more, but don't close it all the way. So just got to try and balance it, so we've still got a bit of air going in. We don't want to knock the fire out, but it'll just help to heat the compartment up a little bit more, a bit quicker. I usually go about half an hour, 40 minutes before I'm ready to cook. So yeah. So we're about half an hour since we lit it now. Yeah, pretty much half an hour. It's still raining a bit. Oh, that's hot. So I've put another couple of logs on, nothing too big, moved it slightly right, as I said before, to heat that side just a little bit more on the floor. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move it across to the side. We're going to bank it up for cooking, sweep it off, and then check the temperature, clean the floor, and we shouldn't be far off, ready to cook. Have my gloves on really. I'll get me pizza peel just to give us a hand that's a bit longer. Also got the chimney partly closed as well. Only about half, just did that about halfway through the warm up just to assist with the heat. So it's swept across now, then banked it over that side. I'm just going to check the temperature. So yeah, we like over 400 degrees on that floor, even though that thermometer only says 250. And it's off the charts up there. It's rolling around the top, you can see it anyway. So what I'm going to do now, little Italian video trick I saw. So wet tea towel, no soap on it, just wet it. And get your peel. Now you just wet it, then it's just, you wrap it round there like that. Just wrap it round your peel, and then just go in and wipe your floor. Give it a nice wipe all around and come out. You see how hot that is. And then, oops, use your cloth, give it a wipe. Get it look a bit smart around the front, a bit rash there. Hot. Alright. So it's ready to go now, and then all I'm going to do is put another log on, and then just start cooking. The other thing I do as well, when I cook every pizza, always get a piece of wood and just preheat it first before you put more wood on, because then the fire doesn't die down as you're cooking. Alright, cool. So the oven's running here at a really hot temperature, so we're talking 400 degrees on the floor, centigrade, to match a fire which is creating 500 plus in the roof. And I use this because we like a Naples style 90-second 2-minute pizza, with quite a high hydration dough to create a crisp but soft, lovely pizza, Italian style. But if you want something low hydration, then you may want to look at a lower temperature in the floor. So maybe something to just look at and change it to suit, but you need to match a floor with a floor temperature with less flame, and just play about with it really, but always cook with some flame though. Don't try not to cook pizza with just embers. Also, to maintain the floor temperature, especially if you're having a break between pizzas, keep the fire well stoked with wood, and maybe just keep the door 3/4 on in between to really keep that floor warm. Remember to keep turning it and keep checking underneath as well. Open the roof, she's done. Beautiful. So I'll cook mine now. That's my wife's lovingly preparing my pizza. So that, yeah, just put me a piece of wood. That's about as big as I use really when I'm cooking. You don't want to use anything bigger than that because you've got less control over it. And I'm just preheating it just there. So when the flames start to die down, I can get instant heat.
This is massive, this pizza.
Good. That's what we like.
The size of that.
Yeah. Wish the dog don't come out. Yes, that. That is a big pizza, I have to say that. Even by our standards. So when I put that on now, he's going to flame right up, and it's probably going to be a bit too hot to be honest, but we should have used a slightly smaller bit of wood, but we'll manage it. Turn him round before he burns. As well as watching the edge nearest to the fire, if you've got real rolling flames like I've just created there, you've got to watch it doesn't burn on this side as well as it rolls over. Should be alright. And always turn the pizza on the same spot, don't move it around unless the bottom's not cooking. A quick check, bottom is cooking. The top's cooking a bit quick, you can always just shelter it a bit from the fire, like so. If the bottom's cooking a bit quick, which it isn't, but if it is, you could just put your peel under it and lift it up a little bit like that. There you go. You're about ready there, right? He's going to take him out before he burns. There we go. Try not to drop it. Right, I'm going to enjoy that. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped. Yeah, click the like button and subscribe if you want, but I upload a new video about every 2 years. So, thanks very much. Bye.